Connor. Today we're going to be doing a motor oil swap on the Sportster. We're not dropping all three plugs, all three fluids. What we're going to be doing is just the motor oil. We're going to go ahead and run the Bell Ray V-Twin. This is the semi-synthetic. I want to thank Tex Performance Motorcycles. Always a huge help when answering my questions, so be sure to give them a follow on Instagram at Tex Performance Motorcycles. Now, this is the first oil change that the Sportster has seen. We don't stack as many miles on it. So what we're doing is doing a 2,500 mile swap just because we're running the Sportster a little bit rougher than the lowrider, trying to do wheelies. I have a safety measure, peace of mind for myself, and go from there. But as for the primary and the transmission, it's every 5,000. The primary has recently changed when we went ahead and did the ESP work with Tex Performance Motorcycles. We changed out the clutch plates. We went from the BDL clutch plate to the Barnett extra plate clutch kit with the 50% stronger spring plate. I know that that fluid has recently been changed.
What's up, guys? So now we are rolling around on the Sporty, freshly changed fluids. She's ready for more shenanigans. Now, do you need to change it every 2,500 miles? No. It depends on the style of month that I've had. If I'm running the bike a little harder than normal, I'll go ahead and swap. Or if the bike needs a lot of miles, I'll go ahead and just change the motor oil every 2,500 miles like we talked about. And I'll change the primary and the transmission every 5. In the service manual, a lot of them call for you to change the motor oil every 5,000 and then your primary and transmission every 10,000. But we just go ahead and do all three fluids at 5,000 for sure. And every once in a while we do 2,500 for motor oil. Now, that can get to be a little bit expensive, sure, but I'd rather be safe and have a working motorcycle that's not getting beaten up. Also, just because the ESP has run out on the old Sporty, so we're going to try to take a little bit extra care of it. The lowrider's still going to get seen. It's still going to get beat to shit a little bit because we still have a lot of warranty on it, and as well as the ESP. Pretty much for the next 5 years, we're covered. Worst case scenario, we pay $50 out of pocket for an ESP issue after the warranty ends. But for the most part, that's it. So we're really enjoying the 65-tooth sprocket on the Sporty. We do have plans to get an Elite Moto Clutch lever for our clutch side, but it's not a top priority, like a must, but it will make things a little easier. And it's crazy because the first couple times I took the Sporty out to say the stunt line, my forearm would just get so murdered just a few times, and I would go out, try a couple wheelies, then come back in, let my forearm rest, and then go back out. Now I can pretty much go out there, try several at a time, let's say like 10 or 15 runs, and you know, my arm still started to get a little tired, so what we would do is we would just go ahead and come in, rest for a little bit, kind of hang out, and then go back and try it out. So we're definitely getting the hang of it more and more. Now we're getting up more consistent thanks to that 65-tooth sprocket, but we just need to work on getting more lift now, where they're baby wheelies for sure. They're slowly becoming toddler wheelies, and it's just a matter of giving it a little bit of an oomph as we go, so that way we're not really doing a high rev range and we have a lot more to play with, you know, if we actually do get it up a whole lot higher, we can let the engine kind of brake without reaching so much and then having to come down because we're already at such a high rev range. We tried a couple wheelies, but the asphalt or the concrete is too slick. I don't know if there's too much dirt. I mean, there's people have been messing around there, but we tried it even with the low PSI and the tire just spins. I don't know if we're also just didn't commit as much as we should have. So we're going to try a couple real quick. So that's as high as we're getting. It feels high for sure. And even then I was like, ooh, ooh. But when we look at the video, if I had the camera set up somewhere, it's not that high. But, I mean, granted, I'll take it. That was the best one we've had. That one felt good. We kind of panicked a bit. But as you see, we're getting them more frequently. And I feel like it's popping up a lot easier the more we try it until we get too high and panic slam that rear. See, we kind of didn't let that one go. But let me know what y'all want to see, because we have a couple Wheelie Wednesdays videos coming up. And we have a Wheelie Wednesday video in the works coming up. And I haven't really been talking in them because we just have the Race Star setup going and it's just visual. It's just video. Because I don't know if y'all want to hear me talk during them, like expressing what I'm feeling, how I'm doing it, because essentially it's just fairly straightforward. Where you pop the clutch, do the brake, and you can only talk about so much while you're trying it. That was a good one, I felt like, but it's still not that high. Also, we should probably change the music to something that's more bumping.